Um, I've been waiting to sit down with you since this fight was announced. The reason being is because the backlash, man, was really disgusting from the other promoters. No, it was really disgusting. And I saw your interview with iFilm London. I respect them for giving you the platform. Respect you guys for squashing that beef and getting it done because they do numbers.
Respect them for giving me the platform.
No. When I say that, I mean because I knew that you don't talk to them.
That's right. I don't talk to them.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But you did now though when your fight was So there's a mutual interest. Squash your beef. Yeah, and that's good. I think that's all good for the sport. Good for you. Good for them. Good for everybody. I think everyone wins in that situation. Obviously, I know how it started. Don't need to go there. But I saw your interview and I thought, you know what? You've grown, you've matured, and I respect that because some of the barbs and the criticism that you were getting for being a part of this promotion were unjustified, in my opinion. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but it didn't seem like it was validated.
If you're talking about criticisms from Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, what do you expect? They have to criticize. They've got no choice. They can't tell everybody, go support it because we're now the rivals. We're the new kid on the block. So they're shaking now. Now they're like, oh well, now somebody's coming to cut into our pie. It's not their pie anymore. So of course they're going to criticize. I'm not worried about that. I'm focused on what I need to do.
Talking about what you need to do, this guy hasn't had anywhere near the pedigree of fights that you have, doesn't have the record you have. This should be a walk in the park.
Listen, if it is a walk in the park, which it won't be because, everything you have to put into a fight, it takes a lot. So it doesn't matter, even if you go in there and knock the guy in one round, it's still very tough. To get to the stage and the level that you have to be at to be able to go and do something like that it takes years of hardship and attrition. So it's nothing's a walk in the park when it comes to boxing. Things always can happen that you don't expect. So I'm not going in with that mindset. I'm treating this guy like he's Gennady Golovkin.
Poor him.
That's right. Poor him. The dedication, the hard work that I've put in over the years, it's all led up to this point for me fighting for my first world title. And once I win this world title, and I'm going to talk like that because as a fighter you have to, there can't be any doubt in your mind. Once I win that world title, I'm looking to take over these divisions. I'm looking to go after all the other world champions in the super middleweight and the middleweight division.
Can we clear something up? Because for the lay person out there who has seen the criticism of the credibility of the IBO title, right, and then seen it offset by how you've justified going after it, for the lay person who's just a casual fan, because they get a lot of criticism, how does this elevate your status in terms of being able to fight for those bigger world titles or those other world titles?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple world titles in each division. The IBO is one of those world titles. Some people might say that it's a lesser world title. I'm not worried about those people. Those people aren't the ones training every day. Those people aren't the ones that are going to go and fight another man one-on-one in front of thousands of people, millions of people. So, once I win this world title, I then am in a position to challenge for all the rest of them. This is a process. You can't just go in and take everything all at once. You have to work your way up, which is what I'm doing.
Groves, DeGale, and who's the other one I'm missing? No, not Badger. I'm talking domestic. Groves, DeGale, and Billy Joe.
Talking about super middleweight.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about weights for a minute because you spoke earlier about wanting to clean up the whole of it. So it don't really matter what weight that we're talking about for now. But all of those guys, you're looking to run through at some point.
I want all of them. I want the rest of the girls' teeth. I'm coming for those teeth. I'm coming for them.
The way you put that tweet out there when the picture was floating about, didn't you feel for him at that point? Because you're a fellow boxer, he went overseas to fight for a world title. I know you won him, so it was a chance for you to put a bit of needle out there. But was that the right thing to do?
Put your hands up. train more so that you don't get punched in your mouth and look like a homeless person at the end of your fight. And if you do lose your teeth in your fight, keep your mouth guard in while you're having your interview. Don't stick your lip up and show everybody and embarrass yourself and your family. You know, this is, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to see that. And, you know, me and the girl we have a history. We're not friends. We're not cool. So that's why I put that tweet out there. And because I want the fight. I want to fight James DeGale. I know I can beat him.
Well, what has Renold Quinlan got? What has he got that's gonna not worry you, but you think, okay, it's a bit dangerous? Obviously, he's got knockout power. Is that it?
He's got IBO Super Middleweight World Championship belt. That's what he's got. Everything else is secondary. I'm not fighting him for him because he's not known. Nobody knows the guy. He knocked out Daniel Gill, former world champion. He's got that under his belt. But he has the belt. He has my ticket to the big time. That's why this fight's taking place.
Dare we look past this fight? I mean, who would you want next?
I've named all the fighters.
But who would you want next, though? I know that there's a list of them, but who would you want? Your ideal world.
If you're talking super middleweight, DeGale.
Okay.
If you're talking middleweight, Golovkin, Billy Joe Saunders. Those are my top three, if you want to say that.
Do you think you're in a better position to get that Golovkin fight now than you were maybe negotiating with Matchroom?
Of course. I mean, right now, obviously, you know, once I win this title, the sky's the limit. We have the platform. I have the accolade. All these fights can be made. This is it's a massive opportunity.
Do you feel like this is this fight here is it now? This is the real beginning. I mean, your career started ages ago. The moment you decided in your mind that you're doing this. But do you think that this fight now is the one that's going to actually take you to that place that you got in your mind, that goal, that end goal? Is this the one that's going to do it?
This isn't the end goal, obviously, but this puts me in a position to reach my end goal.
Right. So it's both an end chapter and a new beginning.
That's right. You know, getting the title, launching pay-per-view, box office on ITV, and putting myself in a position to be able to bring all these fights over to England, or or domestically bring these fighters onto the channel and fight without the worrying about all the other promoters getting involved and sticking their oars in. This is what that fight achieves. I can't wait.
Do you have a mandatory defense after, or can you go hunting for whoever you want?
I haven't been told about any mandatory defense, no. So as far as I know, once I win that title, the options will be put in front of me of all the fighters that I've named, and whoever wants it's going to get it.
Okay, and you said you're going to season him up and cook him. What's your favorite method of cooking? Is it going to be a slow cook? You're going to roast him?
I'm going to saute
deep fry?
I'm going to saute him.
Yeah. Extra pepper.
This guy's coming into my kitchen and he's getting cooked.
You said it was the wrong ingredients. You do kangaroo meat?
He said maybe I don't have the ingredients. Listen,
How's that what he said?
you'll see all the ingredients on the night. Trust me on that.
And how's training at the moment? Obviously, you're going to be fighting a bit heavier. Are you eating any differently? How do you feel? Because watching you train, you can't tell. You always train at a similar intensity anyway. But how do you feel? Extra field.
100%.
That's right.
I feel great. You know, this is the first time I've been able to not have to watch what I eat. As far as, I mean, I'm always eating healthy before a fight,
Yeah.
and outside of fighting too. But this is the first time I've been able to not have to cut my portions as half or in quarters, not have to go to sleep being thirsty. So I have this energy about me.
You say you walk around at super middleweight anyway?
Yeah, I walk around 12'2", 12'3", fighting at 12 stone. I'm not cutting any weight. When I'm fighting at middleweight, I'm having to, you know, it is a struggle. It might not sound like that much weight to get down to 11.6, but for someone like me, you look at my physique, there's nothing to take off. So I'm having to starve myself. But then at the same time, I get to fight guys who are naturally smaller. You know, super middleweight, I'm going to be fighting guys who are coming down from 14 stone. So there's pros and cons to it.
And we know you got beef with James. He gave his side of the story. Do you want to put anything out there? Like, what really happened?
I went to his gym and I beat him up and down his ring for 8 rounds. Then he was so upset with it. He told me and my father to get out of the gym.
And you haven't spoken since. Apart from the back
Yeah,
and forth,
we've had our little
not face to face.
No. And I've seen him about. I've seen him clubbing, getting drunk. The guy's a joker, man. And he knows what happened on the night. He says what he says. I say what I say. No one will know until we get in that ring. And
You're optimistic it's going to happen.
why wouldn't it? I'm not going to lose this fight.
Do you think he wants it though? Really?
I don't know. I don't. You have to ask him. I can't answer you. I can't answer that for you. But it doesn't matter if he wants it or not. Once I'm in a position, once I get the position I want, IBO super middleweight world title, it doesn't matter if he wants it or not. I'm coming for it. I'm in a position where it's like, give me your belt. You can either give it to me or you can fight me for it.